From Seattle, Washington, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Seahawks team as they get ready here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week.
A couple of 2-1 teams set to square off, and we're underway here in NFL Week 4. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
2nd and 13. Wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one good for 37 yards.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The numbers for him from a week ago. 17 carries, 72 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. His first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks. Time for that offense and quarterback Russell Wilson to go to work.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And he will find his man on the outside. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a first down pickup of 8. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. T.J. Watt in on the tackle. On 2nd down, it's Hunt. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
This size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep is Steven Sims. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a first down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. That's going to set him back 5 yards. On the ground, it's McFarland. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They'll set up a throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make this a 2nd and long. Someone moved, flag is out. That's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Flush to his right. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. That's on the former 1st rounder from Ole Miss, Laramie Tunsil. Now they try the right side here. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a... McFarland running out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next break, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Completion here to Claypool. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
Been there, done that.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's at the lower center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll set them back 5. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run here with McFarland. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. So that'll back them up 5. And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. Running with McFarland. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the shotgun, Wilson. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. To throw is Wilson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. T.J. Watt just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And it is now 21-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Wilson. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. This is Hunt. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now it's Wilson. That would complete to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. And, Charles, this infraction's going to be against the offense, false start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, and someone jumped.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. This is Hunt on the draw play. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's had his chances in this game. He just hasn't been able to find any daylight so far.
Patience, patience, patience. And that's the hard part for a runner because they expect every run to be a big one for something to pop. So they have to sometimes go through the struggles before it happens for them later in the game. But you got to give credit to the rest of the team. They've worked around the fact that he hasn't had his normal big game.
Yeah, despite his struggle, still winning here in the 2nd quarter. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that is incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
That's into the hands of his running back, McFarland.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Play action. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Wilson. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play on 3rd down for the Seahawks. And even 40 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Hunt. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 23.
That was a good run. Right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime, whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Kareem Hunt. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. This is up and good. That'll make it a score now of 24-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Steven Sims now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Get ready. Get ready.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. They wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Tossing this out wide to McFarland.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
McFarland once more.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 16. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This is caught.
And the Steelers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
2nd and goal from the 1.
They'll run with McFarland.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Anthony McFarland
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, as one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
That's all! That's all!
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Tackle made by Grover Stewart. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Gets this one to Hill. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
I think you can make a fair case for Tyreek Hill being the most explosive player in the NFL when he gets his hands on the football, and that was Exhibit A.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
Open man is Denzel Mims.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. On the delay, here's Hunt. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Wilson. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. To throw on 2nd and 6. Wilson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning them down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following that punt, which turned out as well as it possibly could have, this offense has 99 yards to go to the other end zone.
And the defense is frothing at the mouth with a chance to get points themselves. If they tackle a runner in the end zone, safety. And if there's a holding call in the end zone, that's also a safety as well. So either way you decide to go on offense, you've got to be careful. Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Wilson down around his goal line. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. That is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing again here, Wilson. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
A quick slant to Hill. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Wilson will throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on 4th down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
See how they respond now. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This is 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Now a handoff looking right.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second and short now following the fumble. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. The Steelers on third down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. Rush coming, and he's taken down. CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though. And they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And if you're wondering just how quickly that sack occurred, the next-gen stats tell us 2.6 seconds is all he had to throw the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Wilson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Able to take this one up to the 35. 4 yards the pickup. First down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game. And there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it. And no adjustment has been made to take it away.
First down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Able to connect with Mims. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now Wilson on first down. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing on second down. Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Freddie Swain was the intended receiver.
And it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. And we say it all the time, you have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to have the offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. So they've gone for it twice now on fourth down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They begin the drive with McFarland.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You take in charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's McFarland.
He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The Steelers on third down. They've had plenty of success. 8 conversions, looking for a 9th. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
Completion here to Claypool.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Now a run with McFarland.
And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this one wasn't easy. You had an East Coast team, Charles, going west, playing a night game, but somehow they were able to get the job done.
Yeah, when you talk about playing a night game, they're closer to being sleepy because of East Coast time with their bodies when you're kicking off to play the game. So that's a real big accomplishment for them to get that done. The flip side, too, is traveling home. In the old days, you had to wait to get the video for your next game. You had all those, so you were really a day behind. Now the video's on their computers as they get on the plane to head back, so they can get a lot of work done on the plane while they celebrate.
It's going to be a long red eye, but as you said, a celebratory red eye back home. So for Pittsburgh, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they'll fall back to 500. Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.